Let's do a Yu-Gi-Oh! News show, chat, after doing a load of not Yu-Gi-Oh! Song music. But we got some Yu-Gi-Oh! News. It's a lot of little stuff this week. A lot of little stuff is happening this week in Yu-Gi-Oh! So get ready for that, because we're going to start off with a little bit of Master Duel. And we got a new Tryout Duel, the Double Summon Duel. Ooh, exciting. From May 2nd to May 6th, players are going to be able to take part in another Tryout Duel, this time focused around double summons. Players aren't given a card at the start of the duel, but instead will be able to normal summon twice in one turn for every turn of the game. While rewards haven't been revealed, it is likely that you will get free packs after 3 wins in the event. So, kinda cool.
Yeah, it's definitely going to push people to play more normal summon-oriented decks. Big shout out to Madolce. Let's bring it home for the Candy Crusaders.
What if I can normal summon twice with Ojama? What happens then?
Well, what normal summons are we talking about? Which ones are we normal summoning?
I'm normal summoning Ojama Red to bring out 3 others, so I've got 4, so I can have 5 Ojamas on field in 1 turn.
Alright, then what are you doing with the second normal summon?
Summoning the 5th Ojama.
Your zone is all full, though.
No. I summon Ojama red. He summons out 3 other Ojamas. That's 4 Ojamas. Then I normal summon the 5th, and then I get 5 Ojamas on field, and I win.
But if you already had the Ojama in hand, red could just special summon it for you.
Yeah, but, you know.
It's not the same, Nova.
It's totally worth it. You gotta use the second normal summon to get the next Ojama, you know? You gotta Ojama swarm the field. I reckon it's doable. That's what we got going on, though. There you go. Easiest mini event. Yeah, it's cute. I just don't really know what it's achieving, but it's cute.
Yeah, it's just a cool little idea. I like that they're doing these little experimental rules games. Once again, I wish they would keep them around long enough to maybe add them to our custom rooms, do a little funky custom games with it.
Yeah, it would be cool. Why can't we have them in custom? No. Like, you program them into the game, so why can't we set these as, like, modes in the duel rooms to enhance what we can offer?
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Give us options.
That would be cool.
We've got a ban list update. The new ban list for Master Duel is now in effect, meaning that Super Heavy Samurai Soul Piercer is at 1, and Snake Eye Ash and Wanted Seeker of Sinful Spoils will be playable at 2 copies. The last 2 are, of course, big hits towards the Snake Eyes deck, trying to lower the consistency, and the first one is because they want to kick Gongstrong while he's down. Hey,
Gongstrong was pretty high up for a while, so I don't think he's, like, doing that much in Master Duel. I don't even think Super Heavies are on, like, one of the meta decks for Master Duel, so I don't really understand the hatred to the Super Heavies. They could do a lot, but, and they got high pretty fast, but I don't think they made it to, like, top-tier decks, as far as I'm aware.
Yeah, they had a really good starting time, because the Soul Piercer into the Wakaushi lines were just so good for summoning these big break-my-board synchro-style setups. But then after a while, they kind of petered out, which is unfortunate.
It's true. Also, players, be warned. There's a core app update happening on the 6/7th of May, depending on which location you're on, which will feature a 3 GB update for mobile players and a 10 GB update for PC players. We're all expecting this is to add a new selection pack in, but we don't know what the selection pack is just yet. So, on the 6/7th of May, be a little bit careful with your Master Duel, because it's going to have a gigantic update. So.
Yeah, updates that big for just a selection pack seems a bit overblown. I wonder what else they're adding in there.
Yeah, I wonder what's going on with Master Duel there, but there's a big update coming, so get your thoughts in on what you think it's going to be. And that's pretty much it for Master Duel. There's not much happening. We've had a lot the past couple of weeks, so it's a bit more of a chiller week for Master Duel. But the TCG's got some stuff for us, so let's rock and roll over to the TCG.
Specifically over in Belgium. Following the large volume of backlash Konami received for hosting Belgian Nationals on the same weekend as the general election for Belgium, which is mandatory to vote in, Konami has announced that they have changed the event to a 2-day event into a 1-day one to allow players to both play and vote. The tweet is as follows. Dear Duelists, following your feedback regarding Belgian Nationals, we'd like to announce that this will now be a 1-day only event, starting at 10 a.m. on Saturday, the 8th of June. Doors will be open at 9 a.m.
Yes, so...
And there we go.
how do you feel about that one, Nova? Because I've heard people from a couple of different sides on this one, whether they're a little bit worried about putting a 2-day event into 1 day.
Yeah, so I think this is a complicated logistics question. I think in general it was a good idea for them to make sure they avoided clashing with government mandated voting. So ups to them on that one. But I think they're in a bit of a bind here because the convention center they have rented out a long time in advance, and I don't think they could just shuffle over to like an extra day or a different weekend because someone else is already having an event there. So they did the best they could, I think, but yeah, the national competitions having to take place over the course of a single day, they're going to be there until like 4 o'clock in the morning. That's going to be wild.
Yeah, I'm really curious how long it's going to take because, yeah, damn, putting what you had planned to be 2 days long into 1 day of dueling, I know some people have said it's going to feel a bit more like a, oh, what's the right words here? I'm so good with words. It's going to feel more like a grind and a test of stamina than it is necessary testability of playing. But Yugioh players got some wacky stamina out there, so you never know.
Yeah, that is a important aspect to it. You're right. Normally, the top players get a night of rest before going into the second day of competition. Now it's like just hitting the grindstone over and over again. I hope they've got food trucks out there to help get them some food because that's going to be unfortunate.
There's a new winner mat happening, chat. Let me grab the mat. Look at this bad boy. We got a new winner mat happening at the upcoming national and state qualifiers in Europe, South Africa, and Oceania starting from May. The playmat you can win features, let's see if I get this right, Baphomet, the mythical king of phantom beasts, which is super cool. I think it's some of that, for some reason I struggle a little bit to get a clear grasp of the image because of the sample on it.
Yeah, it's definitely not helping.
It's not super helping. I think it's cool, but I can't really tell.
Chat, I need to say something.
Oh no.
You can't get mad at me.
Is it abs? Because abs would be an appropriate sentence right now.
I think it's close. It's something more of like a...
Is it because of the abs?
Oh, it's part of it.
There's a lot. It's a very muscular beast, if I do say so. Chat, is this mat good or bad? I don't know. Could I boost over? Yes.
I think it's pretty cool.
I can absolutely do that. It's all right. I'm not like super sold by it, but it's still cool. It's still a great mat. Okay, all right. Chat seems to be like, all right. Well, now chat's 50-50. Art's a little busy, but cool. I mean, they've simplified the background a lot. It's a pretty simple background. It's just a busy card.
Yeah, I'm with Dino Punk on this one. All the strange anatomy of having the 2 extra arms does kind of turn it into a whirlwind of sensory overload.
All right, it's a 50-50 in chat on whether it's good or not, so who knows. We have another playmat, though, because we have any judge who's volunteering at nationals and state qualifiers in Europe is going to be able to receive an enemy controller playmat. See, that one I know looks good. The sample isn't hindering me on this one.
Yeah, it's a big, clear, defined enemy controller.
That is an enemy controller. It's kind of too busy. This one or the other one? I think I prefer this playmat, but I also don't prefer this playmat. So those are some playmats that we got, though. Those are some playmats right there, right now. No, I think we were debating which one of the playmats we liked more. Personally, I prefer enemy controller over our big bungus here. I don't know why. It's simple. I understand what's happening. You know?
Yeah, no, it's there. You have the enemy controller. It has nostalgic appeal. Folks, can we get the secret code in the chat? Do we all know how we take the opponent's monster? It's very important. You have to say the code whenever you go to a tournament.
Is it the Konami code?
Most people get tripped up on that one, but I actually forget it myself.
Up, down, left, right, BA. And then the start is optional. You don't actually have to do start. That's the code. That's the Konami code.
Hell yeah.
Can't wait for this week's Infinite Forbidden reveals. Oh no, surely Infinite Forbidden's done, right, Nova? Right, Nova?
Yeah. Infinite Forbidden is done. We are now waiting for the next deck build pack crossovers. Crossover breakers, I think, to reveal. So we actually don't have any new cards to talk about.
Yeah, you sure? Speaking of that, let's Let's go to the OCG. So Nova, what's first up in the OCG this week?
So anyway, new cards from Infinite Forbidden have been revealed. On the 27th, Infinite Forbidden will finally hit store shelves in the OCG. And by will, it has. Which means that the remaining cards of the set were revealed, so we're in the home stretch. There cannot possibly be any more Infinite Forbidden cards past this point.
Are you ready for the Nova Reads Us Cards ASMR chat? Oh boy, let's go.
Get your cozy blanket up, folks, because we're about to talk about Trap Gatherer, an equipped spell card that gives the equipped monster 400 attack for each trap card in your graveyard. And that's where I stopped doing the ASMR part. You can only use each of the following effects of Trap Gatherer once per turn. After damage calculation, if the equipped monster destroyed an opponent's monster by battle, or when the equipped monster inflicts battle damage to your opponent, you can send this card to the graveyard to set a trap card from your graveyard. And if a face-up trap card you control would be destroyed by a card effect, you can banish this card that you control instead. I'm not sure what deck this goes into, but it does help if you're high on trap cards and you're very aggressive, so that's nice.
Eldritch.
Next up, we have Interdimensional Matter Translocator, a continuous spell card that lets you target a monster on the field and banish it, then return it to the field. If your opponent activates a card or effect, you can target one face-up monster whose effects are negated and banish it, then return it to the field. And before resolving an opponent's card effect that targets this face-up card, banish this card until the end phase of the next turn. You can only use each effect of Interdimensional Matter Translocator once per turn. So yeah, I'm actually really excited for this card. This has a lot of firsts that we've never seen in the game before.
Okay.
We have temporary banishing of something that is not a monster. I think this is the first time that we get to temp banish a continuous spell card, so that's pretty cool. We have an effect that banishes monsters that specifically have their effects negated. So something that's been effect veilered can be banished and then brought back so its effects can reapply. And then the first effect just blinks the monster in and out immediately instead of waiting for a particular time, which normally you have to wait until like the end phase or something. So this is cool. Expect to see some weird combos with this.
Yeah, that's kind of wacky.
All right, you wanted a card that works well with Eldritch Doom?
Yeah.
We've got one. It's BBS Be Back Sight, a continuous spell card, and each time a card or effect is activated, except this card, you can place an access counter on it, maximum 10. All monsters that you control gain 100 attack for each access counter on this card, and if the 10th access counter is placed on this card, you can return this card to your hand, and if you do, set one continuous trap directly from your deck with an effect that special summons itself as a monster. And it can be activated this turn.
Oh.
So, you play it, effects happen, it reaches 10, you get your Golden Land Haquero, or your Embodiment of Apophis. Any of that kind of stuff you can get with BBS.
And now I know. I've never played Eldritch. For what it's worth, besides playing an Eldritch in a deck to pop my own spell with back row, I have never played an Eldritch deck in my life.
Oh, then in that case, don't worry about this card. It'll do nothing for you. It's specifically for Eldritch's little helper dudes.
Oh, no. I would play Eldritch if I had to, but you know. Chat haven't bullied me into that, so it's okay.
Next up, we have Menko Mori, a level 1 Earth Winged Beast tuner monster with 0 attack and defense. Up to thrice per turn, if your opponent normal or special summons any number of monsters except during the damage step, you can target one of them, toss a coin, and if the result is heads, change it to face-up attack position, or if the result is tails, change it to face-down defense position. Once per turn, if a monster on the field is flipped face up, or a face-up monster is changed to face-down defense position while this card is in the monster zone, even during the damage step, you can target one of them and change it to face-up attack position or face-down defense position.
Okay. Did this thing listen to face up, face down, and take it very literally?
Very literally. It
So
has like
literally.
the t-shirt and everything.
Yeah, it's got like the whole album. Its plume is just plastered in pictures of like freaking Pegasus and the words face up, face down. Oh my lord.
In fact, I think it loves it so much that it no longer wants to choose face up or face down, so it just keeps oscillating between the two of them.
Yeah,
honestly
no idea.
incredible.
Really a fan of that song. Really nice to see a fan of that song.
Next up, we've got Broomy, a level 2 light spellcaster tuner monster with 700 attack and defense. It's Broomy, folks!
Are we doing okay? It's a fucking broom. Nova. That's a fucking broom, Nova. No, it's just a broom that you stuck a face on. Nova, what the fuck is this card?
Okay, chat, I'm about to throw you back to the 90s. Doom, did you ever play some old computer games from a little guy called Pajama Sam?
No.
Okay, they were like old little point-and-click adventure games for kids, and one of the things was that it was like taking place in the kids' imagination. So there was a lot of just household items that just had the eyes and mouth on it. So I'm getting a lot of flashbacks from this guy.
Okay, can I tell you what I see when I see this? Other than
sure,
a broom?
Certainly.
Other than
Of
a
course.
broom. Okay. I see Crow Hogan's hair with like a Duke Devlin bandana, and I hate this. And then like Reiji Akaba's scarf. That's what I'm seeing right now. If those three had sex with a broom in pretty quick succession and the broom got pregnant somehow and that weird situation occurred, that is what this would be. This is the love child of that scenario.
You know what? Absolutely.
Yeah, that's
In
canon
fact, it
now.
doesn't even have to be quick succession. They all have busy schedules. I think they have to knock it all out at the same time.
They just have to all have fucked the same broom in enough time that it got pregnant somehow and had this child.
Hey, I've seen stranger plots in my cultured stories, so why not this?
Okay, what does Broomy do? Tell me what it does.
Oh god, you're right, it actually has some effects. It cannot be used as synchro material except for the synchro summon of a level 8 or lower monster. You can reveal this card and one other monster in your hand to special summon one of them and banish the other. Also, for the rest of the turn, you cannot special summon from the extra deck except synchro monsters, nor declare attacks except with synchro monsters.
Is it Crow Hogan's baby? Is this what's happening? It works with synchros and Crow likes to synchro. Is this his baby?
I mean, Crow Hogan's been pretty quiet ever since Broomy dropped, so... Yeah, now it's May Malipard, a level 2 light beast monster with 100 attack and defense. If this is the only card in your hand, you can special summon this card. And if summoned this way, its attack becomes 2,500 until the end of your opponent's turn. If this card battles an opponent's monster, you take any battle damage your opponent would have taken from that battle instead. And if you take damage from a battle involving this card, change the attack to 0. Then if your life points are 2,000 or less, its attack becomes 5,000.
What the fuck is going on with this card? Why does it do so much but so little all at once?
It's like it's small, and then it gets big, and then it gets small again, and then it gets even bigger. There's gotta be some kind of joke with this that we are not aware of as non-Japanese speakers.
He's tired. He doesn't want to be the big boss, but he's got his little suit outfit in the back ready to be the big boss. So he can be it if he's really gaudy, but he's really tired. The card art is a mood. It's kind of a mood, right?
Okay, I opened up the Wikipedia page, and it does go over the joke.
Okay, what's the joke? Explain it to me.
Okay, the monster's Japanese names Gogatsuyo is a portmanteau of the word maize blues and leopard. So it's those two. The monster's name is wordplay for maize blues, a Japanese Malay that affects people in the month of May, when this card almost came out in, where they fall under depression or anxiety when starting a new life. So, yeah.
I see. There's a lot going on in this card. It really is a mood. Holy shit. Also,
Yeah,
it's Infinite Forbidden set code info.
It's info.
Oh my god, that's almost as good as Dude.
Yeah, I forgot about Dude!
How did you forget about Dude? Dude as a set code was great.
Ah, man, Dude. I love Dude.
Dude, it was a terrible product, but what, yeah, you know.
But great set code.
Great set code, great set code.
We've got the Dude info.
They've got the Dude info. I don't know. So those are the cards. And that, right, take one last look at it, chat. That is Infinite Forbidden. I think we have covered every card that Infinite Forbidden has, so no more Infinite Forbidden.
No,
Okay.
it's over now. Finally,
It's gone?
the infinite has become finite.
It's gone, it's over, it's done. It's over? It's the complete file, which is something I want so desperately. That's set to release in September 2024. Had 2 of its cards shown to have alternate arts, and I'm pretty happy with it. We'll start off with the one that we're least expecting me to talk about. So we'll talk about the wonderfulness that is Blazing Cartisia the Virtuous with their alt art. All right, Nova, this is you. This is lore. Lay it on me. What's going on in this image and why?
Okay, so this camera angle feels very much like we're tracking Cartesia as they're like falling through the sky. They're reaching out to someone, but something about it feels like they're falling away, not approaching. You can see across the wings all the other like gloved hands of all the other ghostly saints, which ties in because if you saw Guiness, it has a bunch of little arms going up and down like the neck, just like all the other armor pieces. So that's really cool. This is like some part way between Cartesia and Guiness, I think, but they never actually combined. So I'm not entirely sure at what point this is referencing, but it's a very cool piece of art.
Okay. Now, Nova, explain this one to me, because what the fuck is going on with Aluber here?
Okay, so we saw previously with Albazoa, where Maximus tried to absorb the power of the Bestials, and he started turning into a giant eldritch abomination, right? Mm-hmm. So now we're seeing something similar with Aluber. He's starting to get these big pallid growths coming out of his back. His wings are looking kind of like the Waritus wings. It's got like those purple-red orbs that could be like eyes coming out of the back. He's got that cool new blade sword whip, which is kind of reminiscent of Cartesia's blade, like it has the same crossguard. And of course all the little jewels look like the diamond-shaped holes that teleport stuff. I'm of the opinion that he's ascending to some kind of new form of power. And if we compare this with Albaz's alt art, we saw that his new eyeball that he's finally opened up was yellow. And that was on his left side. Now, Aluber has 3 new eyes on the right side of his face, but those are all yellow.
Okay. You're trying to tell me that Aluber's becoming a bit more monstrous here. You know, he's ascending forms and becoming a little bit fucky-wucky. But why is he still really hot, and why would I still bang him?
Because we are monster lovers. You and me, Doom. We love the aberrant. We love the eldritch. We love the eldritch, but also the eldritch. So,
yeah.
And he's got the chain whip. I mean,
it's just, I didn't think Aluber was allowed to get sexier, and then they like, hey, what about another Aluber on? I'm like, stop this.
It's not fair.
It's not acceptable for Aluber to continue to be attractive. I can't deal with it. No spray bottle, no spray bottle.
You can't spray bottle us, we're right.
Are you telling me he's not attractive? Are you telling I need to get this, chat? I need the complete file. I need to like import this in. I actually need this, and I hate that I need this. But
the prizes for the Japanese Championship 2024 have been unveiled. Anyone participating in the event will receive a pack of the Slifer, the Sky Dragon sleeves, and anyone who places in the top 64 will receive a game mat with the same artwork on it, and that is beautiful. That is so stylized. I mean, it is like the latest Slifer alt art, so it's not entirely new, but they did a really good filter on this, a new art style on it. It's fantastic. Once again, people who live in Japan, I need you to get me the white collection, and I want this.
Anyway, those are some cool game mats and sleeves right there. Those Slifer sleeves are pretty spicy.
Yeah, they're pretty cool looking. They're pretty awesome.
They're pretty awesome. So
I hope you paid really good on our health insurance premiums for this place.
No, I absolutely didn't. I don't know why we don't get mats like that. Well, I live in satellite, so I'm not allowed this stuff. So, you know.
Yeah, you're not allowed to play cards in satellite.
We are only allowed to spare cards. There's also more stuff for across that because the Asian World Championship qualifiers have also had their pricing revealed. So for anyone participating in that, you'll be able to get a set of these sleeves. Like, I don't think they're as good as the Slifer ones, granted. If you go into Top Cut, you'll be rewarded with a copy of Gate Brigio, the Waterfront War Beast and Masterful Magician's alt art cards. There you go.
Ooh.
Servant of the Sanctuary. And then the top 4 get this playmat, which is pain. It's so good.
Oh, there's gonna be a lot of thirsty people after this one.
Yeah, no, it's a pretty good playmat. It's a pretty good playmat, but you gotta get top 4 in specific tournaments that we're not allowed to play in, so that's cool.
Yeah, not even if we went there, because we don't live in Japan.
Yeah, not even if we went there, we would not be allowed them. But if you live in Taiwan, Hong Kong, Indonesia, the Philippines, Thailand, Malaysia, or Singapore, you could get them. Hey, I had a friend that lived in Taiwan, but they moved. God damn it.
Oh, I guess that makes sense. This is the Asia qualifier, not the OCG. So actually, we could probably go.
Okay, chat. Give us like thousands of pounds so we can fly over there and get it.
2,000 subs right now, and I will go to Thailand and get this mat somehow.
That would be terrifying if someone actually did that, though. Like, you wouldn't actually comprehend someone doing that.
Yeah, I spent all of this money and time to visit this land to earn one mat.
That I probably could have bought online for cheaper.
Yeah.
I switched my VPN to Asia. Could I get my playmat now, please? That's how that works. That's how this works. It's okay, though.
Yeah, every time.
We'll look at some less good pricing. I find it less good pricing, but here we are. Because the Challenger Cups for China have had their pricing announced, so there you go.
The prizes for the Challenger Cups happening over in China have been unveiled. For participating, you will receive 100 set of card sleeves. For placing top 16, you'll receive this lovely playmat. And for top 4, you'll receive a limited edition card. But what that card is currently a mystery.
These sleeves suck. These are the worst sleeves I've seen today. Yeah.
I think I would take them over the rainbow sleeves, to be honest.
All right, I'll take the rainbow sleeves, and you can have those, okay?
Yeah, excellent. There we go. We compliment each other.
Look at the rainbowy. What's wrong with the rainbow?
It's very colorful. Didn't say anything was wrong with them. I just think I like the cool, understated tech vibes of this one, personally.
Okay. Well, we'll each profit. The playmat's fine.
Yeah, it's cool. It's a good set piece to put onto a mat.
It's fine. And we don't know what the mystery card is, so we don't know, guys. We just don't know.
Thankfully, I do know what the card is.
Do you actually?
No.
Oh. Well, you just lied. Clickbait confirmed.
Yeah, I said it for the clip. I said it for the short. That way we can get a whole bunch of attention.
Yugioh got some Guinness World Records recently. The YCS Japan Tokyo 2024 celebrated its 10th anniversary with a 2-day event in Tokyo, drawing in 7,443 duelists to attempt to set 2 Guinness World Records. Due to the sheer amount of attendees to the event, the world record holder for 2 different Guinness World Records they got was most entrants in a trading card game tournament, which was confirmed by an official Guinness World Record judge after the first round of the event, and the largest trading card game tournament. They also gave every participant a special token card to commemorate their moment in history. So
that's outrageous.
Did they specifically get a female judge to hand it over so there was a female in this picture? Because I feel like they did that. But yes, here's the token
I
you got,
cannot
by the way.
say what the internal machinations of Guinness are.
Here's your little record token as well. The 10th Yu-Gi-Oh! Championship Series, Japan. With a little record. Cool. I do not want to be at an event where there is, you know, the horrificness that is 7,000 duelists.
God, being trapped in an arena with that many people at once will send me into a panic spiral.
Yeah, I don't think I could deal with that many people. It's too many. Since Yugioh has made history, I'm on to merch already, and there's not that much merch. So,
Well, what kind of merch do we have?
first up, we have got the Junk Warrior finally revealed in full color. With the price revealed as well. The Junk Warrior posable figure will be available for pre-order the 10th of May for 11,000 yen, which is around $70, scheduled to be shipped in January 2025. That's not bad for $70.
No, with all those points of articulation, that actually is pretty good.
Yeah, I need it. As a 5Ds fanatic, I need it.
My question is it coming with that attack notification plate? Is that part of the set that we get to, like, put alongside the Junk Warrior?
I don't think so.
No!
But I need it because I need all the 5Ds, so I need my boy. Let's see, I got the Battle Mystery Box from Walmart, got some good items, a structure deck, a binder, playmat, card case, that's not bad, and some sleeves. We don't have Walmart here in the UK, so I would never know what that is.
They picked up a mystery box from Tesco.
Thank you.
No problem.
I needed it British-sized for me. British.
Hey, I'm always happy to use my dual citizenship to help with that.
Your Britishness.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, how unfortunate. Yeah, so this is looking awesome. This is a very cool Junk Warrior figure that you can get, so I want it so bad. And then the last bit of merch I've got for you is the Pop-Up Parade Exodia, the Forbidden One, which is also available for pre-order. Here's the bad boy. From 26th of April to the 26th of June, Good Smiles Exodia, the Forbidden One Pop-Up Parade figure will be available for pre-order at a price of 16,000 yen or $103 US, due to be shipped November 2024. Why does this cost more than my Junk Warrior boy?
Because Exodia, the Forbidden One, is the most powerful monster ever made. Hardly anyone has summoned the might of Exodia.
You know, I've seen Yugioh cards with better abs than this Exodia.
That is true. Beast of Talwar, like right now. Incredible abs.
What's our
Guy
opinion
of
on
the
the new
Fierce Knight.
fusion? The new Exodia boy?
It's interesting. It's not good, but it's interesting.
It's certainly Exodia fusion. I don't remember what it looks like or what it is. We read so many cards from Infinite Forbidden.
Do you remember what the pack looked like for Infinite Forbidden?
Yeah, it was Angie Exodia.
Yeah, that's the one.
Angie Exodia!
I'm Angie. I've been reassembled. I liked being a body without arms or legs.
I liked when I was split into pieces and people had to work to deal with me. Now I'm here and I'm free. It's a pretty good figure. They're both good figures, but yeah, it's an Exodia.
I would take the Junk Warrior over the Exodia.
Yeah, I also think I want Junk Warrior over Exodia. But that's all the merch I have for you this week. It was quite a short attention Duelist this week, chat, because while stuff had happened, it wasn't a lot.
No, just things. We have some updates on Master Duel. We'll hopefully... There's a lot of hidden information, right? Like, we don't know what the Master Duel update's going to be. We don't know what the mystery card that's being given away for the Challenger Cup is.
Yeah. Basically.
We don't know when we're getting the complete file for Albaz stuff over here in the TCG, which is the most important one.
We don't know if we're getting that in the satellite. You know, we just don't even know if we'll get that in the satellite. Imagine that. Switchblade, do what I got to. Vacate, I'm coming right at you. Slow down before you take your last step. This is a test of the bumps and bruises that you know you get used to. I choose to run with my home crew. Lockdown, it's gonna be a blackout. Now it's your turn, let me hear you shout. Yeah, I'ma teach you, class in session. Hits a long rope, like a flexible, above ground, do the things you used to. Cause if you could live